Sir, I brought some other items with me. Did you learn anything from the objects you collected from your room? No, object rumination doesn't work like that. I have to watch the subject interact with the object as well. In person, you can visualize a subject's emotional relation to an object just by watching them interact with it? Yes, but it's not as simple as it sounds. It's a lot like tuning a radio. I've worked with the FBI and the CIA on numerous cases. She's going to be tough to crack. Hasn't spoken since we found her. The entity she encountered is still attacking her chick. It's likely she doesn't even know she's here. She's catatonic. The longer it takes, the harder it will be to separate her from the shroud. That's good because they want to contain this thing in embryo. Today? You're kidding. Show me a clock and maybe I'll tell you. Shrouding phantoms are rare. We can't contain it without putting her at risk. We've been given our priority. Good afternoon, Stacy. How are we today? My name is Roger Corman. I'm a private contractor with the Bureau. I have a series of objects from your room that I would like to show you. Is that okay? Do you know what this is, Stacy? How about this? And this?
Do you know where we are?
Yes. We are at the Bureau office in New Jersey. Can you remember the last thing you did before you came to the Bureau building in New Jersey for me? What are you thinking? I'm nervous. Did you see something? She started speaking when she saw the bear. She had the most reactivity to it. More so than the photo. What could that mean? It means that she is further along than I thought. You got kids? No. No, I had a daughter. About her age. I'm sorry. Thanks. It didn't used to be like this. The rumination. It happened shortly after she died. I was at home with my wife and I found her looking at some of our daughter's old things. I could feel my wife's guilt, but I didn't just empathize with her. She had a specific memory in her mind, one I hadn't been privy to, but I could see it as she saw it. When I mentioned that to her, she turned pale. Ever since then, it's been an ambient noise in my life. Joy, pain, sadness. I couldn't go into liquor stores or into banks for a long time. I could hear the worries and sorrows of everyone around me as they looked at the things that brought them emotional stress. Eventually, it just got easier to zero in on the positive thoughts. Sorry, I ramble. It's fine. Listening to me ramble reminds you of your dad, doesn't it? How will you contain the shroud? As we speak, the shroud is incubating in Stacy's mind. It's vulnerable in this state, but still highly defensive. The gestation is feeding on her mental energy, which is why she isn't talking or moving. Showing her the bear caused her mind to reach forward and grasp something she remembered made her feel safe. If I show her the bear again, I can separate her psyche from the shroud for long enough to cause a miscarriage. We need to catch this thing alive. The shroud will follow Stacy's thoughts to the bear. If I can convince it that the bear is Stacy, it will attach to an object that has no life force. Thus it won't be able to grow. Sounds like a walk in the park. You know, when I went to your house, I found that your room reminded me a lot of my daughter's. I think you would have been good friends. She had a vanity like yours. She would brush her hair every morning in front of her vanity. Imagine yourself sitting in front of that mirror like you do when you brush your hair. Can you see yourself in the reflection? Can you see that there's a smudge on it? But when you press your finger against it, it comes off clean. You're on both sides of the glass, and you know how that feels. Everything is backwards in a mirror and the horizon is a smudge between your thumbs. When it connects, you feel the world shift back. Two parallel reflections. There's truth in symmetry. Did you know that? Our bodies are symmetrical. Our eyes and our ears, they're pulled together through a smudge in the mirror. Our world is spherical. That's a symmetry. Did you know that? Gravity pulled our world together through a hole in the mirror. The Earth became a sphere because it was crescent reflected against the blackness of space. A hole is not a hole, it's just a half. If you turn it on its side, you see what was unseen. How deep is the reflection? Maybe it's only as deep as the reflection in your mirror. If you looked up now, what would you see? Would you be looking out or in? Stacy. I don't understand. She should have had a reaction. You there? There's been a problem.